Okay, in life, you don't get what you want, you get what you negotiate. So maybe you are in business, or maybe you are in sales, or even day-to-day life. How do you negotiate so that you could get what you want? Today I'm going to give you 3 tips and kind of like 3 secrets when it comes to negotiation. I could probably do a whole series on this. If you want to know more, if you say, hey Dan, please, I would love to learn more about negotiation, comment below. If there are enough of my fans who comment below and they want to learn more, they want me to make more videos on this particular topic, I'm more than happy to do that. So, negotiation secret number 1, and that is start with no. Start with no. Instead of going into a scenario, going into a negotiation that, oh, I gotta close this deal, I have to get this deal. The minute you are not attached, the minute you start with no, it's almost like I expect this is gonna go well, but at the same time, I'm not attached. I call that walk away power. The minute you say, you know what? It would be nice if we do this deal, but I'm perfectly okay if we don't do the deal. So the minute you are okay to walk away from the deal, then the other party, the person that you are negotiating with, can feel that, hey, you're not needy, you're not desperate, you're here to work out a win-win deal. And that's very, very good. So start with the no in your mind first, so you're not attached. So that's secret number 1. Secret number 2, and that is always find the hidden motive. In other words, what motivates this person? What motivates this party? Not what they say, not what they say, hey, this is what I want these things, but deeper. What's the motive behind it, right? What's the motive behind the motive? They might say they want this, they want that, but what is it? They might say, oh, I want this price. Anything less than that, I'm not gonna say yes to. Well, is it price or is it something else? Could it be that if they don't do this deal, there's some kind of deadline, there's urgency that you may not be aware of. So if you take a little bit of time and do your research, or you ask, if you know how to ask good questions, or you just find out maybe from the people around them what motivates this person. What are the hot buttons? Once you find that, when you're going in and you are not attached, but at the same time you've done your homework. Negotiation very often is about doing your homework, right? Whoever does the most amount of homework about the other person, you will have an edge. That's secret number 2. Secret number 3, and that is ask for the moon. Ask for the moon. So imagine you are negotiating about a particular deal. So when you just ask and say, hey, I want this. Well, no, I'm not going to give you that. Well, I want this. Well, I'm not going to give you that. Now you are fighting over this one thing, right? It either becomes a yes or no kind of scenario. Instead, when you are asking something, ask for the moon. Meaning this. Let's say there are 10 things. Let's say there are 3 things that you want out of this scenario, right? Out of this negotiation. Don't ask for 3, ask for 5 or 10. So when you're negotiating, you say, okay, I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want these 10 things. The other party would be like, they would freak. They were like, no, that's crazy. I'm not gonna give you like these 10 things. You're insane. There's no way. There's no deal to be made here, right? And you're like, well, So what could you do? Well, I'm not gonna give you 10 things. You know, the most I could give you is like 4 things, or 5 things, or 3 things. Good, because those are actually the 3 things that you want in the beginning. So when you ask for the moon, you give them a little bit of leeway to negotiate, to kind of hackle, right? To knowing, hey, you're not going to get it all, but if you get half of it, you get 1/3 of it, you're happy. And that's what you want in the beginning anyway. That's the outcome that you want, right? So ask for the moon. But when you do it, you gotta practice, right? You gotta practice almost with a strict face, right? You gotta practice when negotiating. It's very, very professional, right? But I also believe that you're not asking a lot because like you're greedy or anything like that. It is, hey, you want to get the best deal, right? Everybody wants to get the best deal. At the same time, once you've done your research, you've done your homework, you know what the motives, what are hidden motives that they have, then you can make it a win-win. Because here's what I did early on in business that I think was wrong. That I was always trying to make it almost like I always win and other people lose. And you might be able to do that if you have enough power. But the problem is people don't come back. They don't want to do business with you again. So then you might think you win short term, but long term you actually don't get any repeat business. You definitely don't get referrals. You won't have a very good reputation. So in the beginning of my business career, I was a very hard, like tough negotiator. And now I'm actually much softer. I'm much more easygoing because I think now coming from a place of abundance, say, hey, you know what? I don't need to grab all the chips from the table. I don't need to win all the time. I could make it a win-win. In fact, I would not do a deal nowadays if it's not a win-win. That if I win, I want you to win, I want everybody to win. Because this way, then you feel good. When you feel good about the deal, you're more likely to do another deal, and then another deal, and then another deal, and another deal, right? So then you're more likely to do that. So I would say those 3 secrets, but combine that, always strive for win-win, right? So if you want to know more about negotiation, you find this helpful, make sure you comment below and hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification. Every single day I upload a video for you on success, on money, on wealth creation, and on entrepreneurship as well. So make sure you do that. Until next time, I'll see you in my belly.